there. Whoa. Good morning, mountain bikers. I'm Chris Wessels, and you are watching MTB Trail Review. Today, we're doing an unfamiliar ride to a familiar place. If you've watched my Rock House video, this will look familiar because we're riding some of the trails in the Rock House area. But we started down at Sweetwater Bike Park. We're gonna do a fun downhill, then head back over there. Jeff's our guide today. Thanks for showing this, Jeff.
Of course.
Enjoy the ride. Okay, we're starting at the Sweetwater Bike Park. I have not done this ride yet, so I'm following Jeff. You guys have seen Jeff. He's been on the channel several times and he rides with me regularly. There used to be a different place you could park, but that's gone now. So this is where we're starting. We did a couple laps in the jump line and we'll probably do some laps when we get back. So as we come up to turns, I'll turn the camera back on so you can see where we're going. And check out my Strava, which will be a lot easier to follow the video if you have a map. So we're starting with a mellow climb, and we have one little downhill before we get to the top, but we're climbing for a while. So if we make any turns or get to something cool, I'll turn the camera back on. So coming up to this old shed, I'm gonna take a little break right here, and I'll show you where to go next. Annoying. All right, we took a right off the hut, and now we're gonna take an immediate left. And Jeff just said it's kind of a fun downhill. I'm gonna give Jeff a little space, because I've never done this. Little wall ride. So let's go one more, thank you. This is a fun little straight shot. I bet that's something you can blast if you want.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll bring you back when we're not climbing. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little trail out to my left. I was just asking Jeff about that one, because from here it looks like it'd be really cool, but he said it's not that fun. It's super steep, super loose, and it's a just giant rut. He said you just kind of ride your brakes and hope to make it. So we're not gonna ride that one today, but if you're a little crazier, it looks like you can access it right off this hut up here to the left. If it's something that you want to give a go, we'll be passing.
Yeah,
let's do it then. Okay. All right, from the hut, if you're facing the lake, we're gonna take a right. I'm gonna give these guys a little space. And this is steep. We're gonna climb this apparently. Yeah, it's really steep. So that was steep and off camber, just be ready for that if you're gonna go this way. That is steep.
Yeah, there's a couple times I was like a little out of control and it was like steep, so it was kind of hard to brake hard, you know?
So I'm going to take this around to, honestly, a pretty miserable climb. But then we're going to climb up to the top of this hill and do a fun downhill. So I'm still going along the little bottom trail before we hit our big climb. And this is a great little XC trail. Lots of ups and downs. And it's surprisingly fun. I'm actually enjoying this. So we took a right at the top of that climb and going up onto the knoll. There's a couple fun downhills up here. If you've watched my rock house video, this will look familiar. And we have done in that video this trail right here on the right. So you have this little trail gap into that trail. It's super fun. So today we're gonna do a different trail up here so you guys can see that one. So I'll bring you back in just a moment. Okay. All right, so once again, we're gonna do a different line than what I did in Rock House video. So if you wanna see the other line, check that video out. There's 3 or 4 different trails up here. So this is a great place to just go do some laps if you want. You just have to be ready to do a stupid climb in between each one. It's one of my least favorite climbs in San Diego. So we have a quick drop and then we are going to climb back up and then drop into a different trail. So I'll bring you back in just a moment. So it's been a while since I've ridden this, but if I remember correctly, I'm talking to the camera, Jeff. If I remember correctly, this one is a little less technical and a little less steep than the other one. You get a bit more flow and a longer downhill, which, you know, coming off that climb is not the worst thing. Super loose right now, which is also not uncommon for this trail. Ugh. Whew. It's kind of hard to see the turns right now. It's so overgrown. Taking a right. Taking a right. Don't go that way. Yeah, don't follow my line on that one. I thought that rock was gonna have a little kick to it, and it was like just I hit a square face. It's like, whoops.
It's pretty hard.
So you definitely get more bang for your buck on this trail versus the other one. We would have been long down the mountain on that other trail. It's much more straight. But that trail does have way more features. There's a lot techier. Outside line, outside line. Oh, that could have been bad. Ah, dang it, didn't make that turn. I almost dropped it on that first tight turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me. So we took a left out of that trail and we're going back on the trail we came in on. And it's pretty fun going this direction. Ugh. Some fun little downhills. So I will bring you back when we change directions or do more cool downhills. So there's a little like kind of trail gap down here, almost like a double, that we were looking at. And Jeff hasn't hit it yet. It's not that big. It just has kind of a weird run up. So we'll see how it goes. Ooh. I don't even remember where it is. Whoa. So here it is. The lift is fine.
Yep.
It's just it's a sketchy off-camber landing.
Yeah.
And you can easily wash out, as you just saw me do. All right, let's finish this thing out. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna go do some bike park laps now. We're just going back the same way we came. So this is a good quick little ride. It's got some nice lung burners in it for climbs, but you get some fun downhills too. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. And as always, thanks for putting the field with me today. I'll catch you on the next one.